On the show today, we've got Denise Waterman. Hello, Denise. Hello.
Hello, Nigel.
How are you? All right.
I'm doing very well. Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh,
Thank you
actually,
very
apart
much.
from I wore my lenses yesterday, if I'm going to be
Yeah.
totally honest,
Yeah.
and I'm not supposed to wear them, and they give me dry eyes,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
and I didn't take them out. Oh my goodness! I
Oh
woke up this
dear.
morning, I couldn't see out of my right eye.
Oh no. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Dry eyes are an absolute terror. I suffer from that all the time. I just
oh
thought it was
really?
my age.
Uh, well, it's obviously not our age. I'm young at heart. I'm not
Yeah.
really.
That's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um. Right. So Tight Fit's doing very well at the moment, and you got a new song that's come out on Monday, didn't you? And I love it. Electric. It's called, isn't it? And it's doing well. It's really great, isn't it?
Well, the thing about it is, I don't think if you didn't see us, you would definitely not think it
Mm.
was three mature people singing it because it's got a real young energy.
Yeah, definitely.
And in fact, all of our recent songs, Gary has given us energized recordings, have given us absolutely smashing songs, and we cannot believe that we're so lucky that we got such great songs.
Yeah, no, the production is great. And I was talking to Steve about that, and I was saying about how good the production is with Tight Fit. And the production is all the thing, isn't it, at the moment? You've got to be
Yeah,
right up there to be modern and that modern sound.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it. I don't know whether to feel glad or sad for whoever hasn't got these songs because
Yeah,
had any of the big boys got them, they would have been in the main charts, no doubt. But with
yeah,
everyone's support on www.theheritagechart.co.uk, they can vote for us every week and get us to number one with our third single off the album.
yeah. Because last year you had a cracker, didn't you? It was
Well,
in the charts for ages, number one in the Heritage Chart. We were playing it for about 6 months here at Sounds Radio. It was one of those tunes that was just really, really hot and good. And it just sounded right. It didn't go off. It doesn't go stale like some of them after 2 or 3 weeks. You think, maybe that's had it. But we were playing it for a long, long time here on Sounds.
are you talking about Fallout or Holding On to You?
Holding On to You, we were
Yeah.
playing a lot. Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
not? Did you not play Fallout, you naughty boy?
Did that come out before it? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know what happened there, but I didn't get a chance to chat to anybody. So we get so many songs coming in, and it's difficult really because we have like a set number that we would put on in a week. This week's been really busy.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
let you off.
but let me off, yeah, please. I'll tell you what, we'll make up and we'll play it anyway on Sands. Yeah, we'll put it on this week. I'll uh,
Okay,
I'll,
thank
I'll
you.
pop it on. Yeah, because I'm sorry, I missed that actually. No, I'm looking forward to playing it.
You
So
see,
yes,
what happened was when we did Fallout, that again is another fabulous song,
yeah,
and we couldn't believe that when they gave us "Holding On to You" could beat Fallout, but it was
yeah,
equally as good. And now Electric has come racing up its bottom, so
yeah.
we are just so honoured to be working with such great production companies and songwriters. And who'd have thought it? 40 years later, who'd have thought it? New music.
Amazing. I was saying to Steve about 40 years. You're really good friends after 40 years, aren't you? With anybody you know over 40 years, you're definitely strong friends with them. And I mean, I probably you go about your own things. You're doing your own TV, working on your adverts. I keep saying hello to you, by the way, when you come up on the commercial and you sat on the cruise there. I think that's great. Look, Denise is on, and then they're all thinking, "Oh, what are you talking about?" She's on the advert again, Denise. And I was chatting to you last year, and ever since I chatted to you last year, I'm always looking out for you on the adverts because you're on loads of different adverts,
Yeah, and I do voiceovers as well. So at the moment, there's a Cats Protection League voiceover where it's
right?
very typical of those kind of voices, where it's very much, could you help a young kitten like this?
And
Just sponsor £5.
brilliant.
But
Hey,
no, variety of work is just so great, and I love working with my pretend husbands too.
yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, I was beginning to think. I was kind of thinking, right? Is that the last guy that was in the last advert? And I think, no, it's not. I'm taking all the information in. I'm thinking, right, this is a great gig that you've been there anyway, isn't it? And where have you been on these cruises when you've been filming?
So I went on a Titan cruise in Germany, I think it was, and then
Yeah,
I did two Saga cruises, one in Holland and another one in Germany as well. But
excellent.
the best job ever was this time 3 years ago. I was in the Bahamas
Wow.
for Royal Caribbean Cruise
Oh,
Liners.
I'd love
with
to
a
go.
pretend husband.
Yeah. How long did you have to go for to put up with it all?
Well, do you know, it was a job made in heaven. It was 2 weeks, but we only worked for 5 days.
Oh, wow.
And one of
Amazing.
those days was having manicures and trying on clothes, which were just swimming costumes and throws and things. I'll tell you a funny story. There were four couples from all over the world. There was one couple from Australia, one couple from Brazil, and two
Yeah.
couples from England. But the girl from Australia, I say girl, the woman from Australia used to be Miss Australia. And
Right.
when we went for the trying on of the swimming costumes, etc., I kept saying to my pretend husband, whatever you do, if you see me standing next to Miss Australia, tell me to move. I didn't want to be compared. So,
Right. I
it
love
was
that
a
story.
great job. It was a
Brilliant.
great.
I'm going to look out even more now. I've been chatting about it because they're still coming up. There's so many different adverts I've noticed. And there's some of different companies as well. Is that right? Is it all the same company?
No, no, they're all different. So I've done three commercials. One for Memoria, which is a prepaid funeral company.
Yeah, I've seen that one as well.
Yeah, and I also, but that one actually isn't my favorite because they wanted an older woman look, and I try not to do the jobs where I'm made to look like I really am. Hence trying not to stand next to Miss Australia. But they very much wanted someone that was older
Mm,
looking, and it was, oh God, what do you mean I can't wear any makeup and I've got to have my hair pinned back? Oh, so it was a bit of a reality check, that one. But I
yeah.
did one for Vintage Cash Cow where I was supposed to be a woman that sold all her stuff in her house that is like just filling up cupboards and things, and got my money from Vintage Cash Cow, and I'm going to spend it on, and the door knocks and I say to the camera, and I've now decided to spend it on, and then I go to the door and standing there is a very handsome young man who's going to teach me how to ride a motorbike, and he
Very
said,
good.
are you ready? And I put my scarf over my head and said, born ready, darling. And then get on the motorbike and go off.
Love
So
it.
it's
Brilliant.
it's definitely fun. My life is not boring.
No, so you got tight fit, you've got all the TV work as well, you got voiceover work. You
Yeah.
get any
I
time to fit
also
anything else in
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all?
I also host bottomless brunches at a lounge bar in Wimbledon Village
Yeah.
where it's sing along brunches. So I've done Mamma Mia sing along brunch where I
Right.
get dressed up as Mamma Mia and I interact with everybody and get everyone joining in. And by the end of Mamma Mia, literally every table was standing on their chairs singing to ABBA. And
Brilliant.
then just before Christmas, we did Panto brunch, and myself and my other half were dressed in blow up suits. So we look
Yeah.
about 40 stone, and
Yeah.
we were ugly sisters, and we
So
had these crazy wigs on.
yeah, you're the person that started it all off for Sam Smith, are you, when he's getting all these blow up outfits on? Whereabouts you get these from? Because I can't see him in the shops anywhere.
Oh, it wasn't quite as glamorous as that one, I can assure you. It was more like a sumo wrestler with
Yeah.
a drag queen wig on and a lot of makeup. But it was fun. It was so much fun. And I've done a Greece one where I start off as the headmistress in the Greece school.
Yeah.
So I'm very serious, glasses. And then halfway through the bottomless brunch, I turn into naughty Sandy, no, into good Sandy, and
Right.
then in the yellow dress. And then when it gets to the end, all of a sudden I come bounding out of this door, and I'm naughty Sandy. I mean, you have to have a little bit of imagination. I'm probably 40 years too old, but hey, if you forget that bit, I'm absolutely fine.
I was going to ask you, right, what is the secret? Because everybody in tight fit looks so young. I mean, what do you all do the same sort of lifestyle? Is it something? Are you all strict on what you eat, or what's the trick?
I don't think it's a trick. My daughter, for my for Christmas this year, bought me some very expensive cream. I mean, very expensive cream. And I almost wanted to say to her, Charlie, I think we should take, because she said to me, look, Mum, you can take, if you don't want to use it, you can take it back and change it for a bag. That's how expensive it was. That's what expensive that. And I
Wow.
was, and if the truth be known, I was thinking, if I'm not going to keep up this cream, it's
Mm,
so expensive. I can't imagine myself paying for it.
yeah.
Maybe I should go and get a bag. At least I'll use a bag. And then by the time I had built up the courage to say to my daughter, actually, Charlie, would you mind? Because I really don't think I'm going to keep using it because it's so expensive. I'd run out of time to take it back. So I've started using it now. So
Yeah,
that's,
brilliant.
that's the, no, we don't. I mean, Steve is an avid gym goer. He goes every single day.
Yeah.
But he's one of these people that can eat anything and not put on a pound. I only got to look at a donut and I'm turning into the Sam Smith costume. The minute I even look at the donut, I don't eat it. But
Yeah.
you know what? I've decided at my ripe old age, I'm value for money as a woman. Who'd want a skinny one when you can get this much for the same
Exactly.
price?
But I'm not saying you're fat or anything like that. But no, I mean, you wouldn't say you're fat at all. You haven't got anything
I'm
on you,
a,
have you?
I go in and out in the right places. It's
Well,
just a
that's
little
right.
bit more now.
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't agree with that anyway. So yeah. So what are you going to be doing in 2023 then? I was asking Steve if you're going out on tour at all or doing any gigs, and he said it's a little bit tight at the moment. Not pun on the name of tight fit, but with the economy and everything like that. Do you think that's affected maybe the gigs this year?
It has affected compared to before lockdown. Actually, there
Hmm.
is quite a big change. But
Yeah.
do you know what? We do quite a lot of corporate events.
Yeah.
Private parties where they want an 80s whatever. I
Yeah.
did find out yesterday that a very good friend of ours has got some great connections with the Soho House group,
Right.
and they were like planting a seed that they really wanted to try and get us in there. So that would be marvelous if it does happen, but
Yeah.
we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So we've got Gary at Energize has actually got a great big anniversary gig where a lot of his artists are performing at the end of the year at the Two Brewers in
Wow.
Clapham,
That'll be good.
and we're performing on that one. So that should be a good night.
Yeah,
So
that'll be great.
apart from that, they're kind of quite sporadic. But do you know what? Anything is a plus these days. We just enjoy doing it. So if they're there, great. If they're not, we're not going to lose sleep over it.
No, no, I
However, if
agree.
you would like to book Tight Fit, then please get in contact with us now. we've we've
So,
had we've done parties in people's gardens. Actually, it was quite funny. We arrived at this house and they'd set up a tent in the garden, and it was an 80s. They'd made it an 80s event, and
yeah.
I think people were going, have we really got Tight Fit in so and so's garden performing? It was like, it was really
Brilliant.
surreal.
How
We
great's
even got
that?
we even got the woman whose party it was to join us. She was singing with
Fantastic.
us.
Yeah, we'll have to book you here. You'll have to come up to Blackpool near. We're near Blackpool. We're not in Blackpool. We're just outside. We're in the
I did
nice
a
part.
summer season in Blackpool when I was 17.
Did you? What, were you on the
North
pier or
Pier,
it's in the Winter
North,
Gardens?
North Pier with the
North Pier.
Crankies.
With the Crankies?
And
Brilliant.
I used to live with the Crankies.
Never.
Yeah.
Where did you stay when you were doing the performance in Blackpool? Did you stay in St. Anne's?
No, it was. I don't know what area it was called. If you got your back to North Pier, it
Yeah.
was on the right. I think it might be in St Anne's, right to the towards. I think it was past the
Yeah.
fair. Is that
Yeah,
St
that's
Anne's?
it. St. Anne's.
Yeah, and we
Uh,
were opposite Russ Abbott, and we used to spy on him every night to see what he was up to.
ah, Everybody, I don't know why, they always stop in St. Anne's when they're performing in Blackpool. They always seem to stay in St. Anne's because it's
Oh,
out
really?
of Blackpool. It's just enough out of the place, so you don't get people knocking on the door all the time. Can I have your autograph? Cilla Black, I remember, she was not a million miles away from where we are in St. Anne's, and she was there on Hayaz's Lane. And
Oh,
we used to go down and try and get her autograph when we were kids. Knocked on the door and she said, will you just go away? And I remember her husband saying, just get off this land. We couldn't get her. And we were shocked a bit at that. But a lot of people used to stay in that area, when
well,
it comes to
I'd worked
Blackpool.
with Crankies the year before in Jersey, and then I joined their cabaret act, and they then suggested I audition for the summer season in Blackpool, and then they said, because I was only 16 when I worked with them in Jersey, and they had
Right.
to sign a special license to say they'd be my like not carers, what do they call
Yeah.
it? Because I was too young to be away, basically.
Yeah, like a guardian,
Yeah, so they
sort
signed
of.
this form, and then by then, obviously, they took me under their wing, and they said, "Oh no, audition for this, and then you can come and live with us in Blackpool." And so I used to go running down the beach with Jeanette, who came up to the top of my leg, basically. It was
Great
very
memories then. Great memories.
Well, years ago, my mum and dad used to do summer seasons, and I remember going to Cromer. My mum and dad were in the show, and they were in the show with Jay from Bucks Fizz, his parents. So I was best friends with Jay when I was 11 years old. And at
Wow.
the end of the show, Jay and I would go on the stage and pretend that we were doing the show. So we'd be
Yeah.
performing to the mums and dads from the show, our mums and dads.
Yeah.
My mum and dad had me and my brother working at the front of the house selling programs and ice creams while the show was going on.
So what did your mum and dad do then? What was their act?
They were singers, rhythm and harmony, Madge and Jerry.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
I like
so
that. That's great, isn't it?
we used
Great.
to go to all the shows. It was great fun.
Did they travel around the country doing that? Or was
Yeah,
it just, yeah,
yeah,
just, yeah, brilliant.
yeah. And
Fantastic. Happy days.
they had a ready-made audience bringing their kids with them because there was guaranteed to be 3 people that were going to clap if nobody else did.
Oh dear. Now you've got some big fans here, Denise. Listen to Sans Radio because we're on the Fylde Coast here. And can you say hello to everybody at Mediconf UK? They're just at the same time. They've got a big office and they have Sans Radio on all the time. So when your new songs come out, they're in demand, obviously. They go, oh, Tight Fit's on again, And they said, we wish that they would come up here sometime and do a gig sometime. That'd be great, wouldn't you? If you could come up maybe Northwest sometime.
Oh, yeah, we'd love to. So who am I saying hello to? Is it Medicom, you said?
Mediconf UK. I can feel you doing another advert here now.
I know. Mediconf.
Yeah, Mediconf. They do conferences for.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it's Mediconf UK. Give them a good shout out. They'll be really chuffed.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'd love to send a little message to Medicomp UK. Thank you for loving our records, and we hope to meet you sometime.
Now, I think you'll be doing the advert soon.
Yeah,
quite a big company.
All right.
That's great. Janet and the crew there, and they're big supporters of here at Sands as well. They advertise with us and everything, and they're a really good crew there. And she said, I was talking to her last week. She said, "Oh, can you get Denise to say hello? That would make our day." So there you go. You got fans all over the place. So I wish you all the very best for the new song, Electric. And have you got an album coming out soon as well? Another one?
We have, and it's titled Electric. Actually, the album is.
Right.
Yeah, we haven't been given a date for it yet because Gary is so busy. He's got so many records on the go. I don't know how he does his real job. I really don't.
Real job.
So,
He'll enjoy that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I presume he does it because he enjoys this as well. I think he quite likes his real job. But yeah, we haven't been given a date, but we are, so very happy with everything the way it's going so far.
Yeah.
As I said before, it's a real pleasure to do the jobs that we do. So we always give it 110% because we really enjoy being there.
Yeah, we enjoy doing all the radio and that. I just love that buzz, of doing it. I've done it for a long, long time. Too long, really. You can tell by the bags under my eyes. Far too long. But yeah, 30 years.
Like me. I think I need to get into radio because I look better on the radio than I do in real life.
You're looking fine. You're looking fine. Keep to the TV adverts. Looking great on there. I wish I was in the same department. You always say that, don't they? People come and go, "Oh, you got face for radio." Thank you very much. It's kick up the backside, isn't it, when they say that for me? It's been brilliant chatting to you. I wish you all the best with the new songs and everything, and the new album. You must keep in touch as well. You haven't done a video for this latest song yet, have you?
We haven't, but we're going down to the Heritage .co.uk with Mike Reed to actually film a video down there.
Brilliant.
In the studio.
Yeah, you should have come on the beach with us up here in Sands. I should have put you up for the night, or just to come up here on Sands. We could have run along St. Anne's Beach or something.
Yeah, pretend to be doing Fantasy Island again.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been great chatting to you, and I wish you all the best for 2023. Must keep in touch as well. Let us know of any new releases, because I think the biggest fans are up here in the Northwest, because we get asked a lot about you, especially in Blackpool and Lytham St. Anne's it's quite a fun place, Blackpool, isn't it? And there's a lot of clubs and everything like that. Yeah. So it's always going to go down well up here. And it's a very modern sound as well, electric, isn't it? You're right up to date with that. So I wish you all the best, 2023. And all the best with the new music as well. And keep in touch. And thank you for joining us as well. Okay.
Thank you. And goodbye to Mediquip. Oh, what are they called?
Mediconf.
Oh, right. Hang on a second again. And goodbye to Mediconf.
Oh, brilliant. Excellent.
All right.
Thanks ever so much. All right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.